All right, guys, look at what we have here. We've got the Radar Econ RD6, fully electric car. Alam naman natin kung ano nangyayari sa mundo ngayon, di ba? Pahirapan ng makabili ng gasolina. Sobrang mahal, almost 2 times or 3 times na ata yung presyo ngayon. What's special about this car? It doesn't run on diesel. Napapansin nyo ba? Nakabukas pa rin to ngayon. Hindi siya maingay, oh. Sobrang tahimik lang. Parang may aircon lang na nakabukas. The Radar RD6 Econ is one of the most essential car for utility use. Panahon ngayon na sobrang mahal ng gasolina. It is the only full electric pickup available sa market. And that's one of the reasons why I bought this car. Utility vehicle, what we have in the back of the truck, portable power stations. So let's check out the interior. Baka iniisip nyo, utility vehicle yan. Siguro, ang pangit ng loob niyan. But it changes here with this EV. As you can see, it's leather seats na siya. Ganda ng pagka-leather niya. Actually, this is one of my favorite seats. Meron akong isa pang EV. Medyo mas gusto ko yung seats nito. Yung dashboard niya also is fitted with leather, with white stitching. There's a center console right here. You got your small little infotainment screen right there. Ang ganda. Even the back seat is leather seats na rin. So, super comfortable. If you have a family, perfect car kasi malaki-laki siya, hindi ka masyado mabubuli sa road, and then you can have them right over here then in the back. Tapos tingnan nyo to. One of my favorite features about this pickup truck as well. Just like yung Toyota Hilux ko before. Boom! Natataas mo so that you have more compartment here sa baba. Kung maglalagay ka ng mga other toolboxes or so, hindi mo kailangan ipatong sa chair mo. Kasi syempre, madadamage yung leather seats pag dito mo pinatong. So yun, sobrang perfect. Love this car. Actually, I have another EV right there. Pero I prefer this one. Medyo mas gusto ko siya. Like everyday use. Kasi alam mo naman, sometimes in construction, you have to go through dirt roads, you have to go through lubak. This is a perfect car kasi kayang-kaya niya yung lubak. So most of the questions that are asked, tinatanong nila ako is, naka-EV ka, hindi ka ba natatakot kung mawalan ka ng battery? Sinasabi ko sa kanila, you just have to plan your trip well. This thing has 350 kilometers, 360 kilometers range on a full charge. Anyways, on places I go to, yung office namin, warehouse namin is completely solar powered naman. So, I'm charging the car through the solar power. And then, it comes with a portable charger that you can plug sa wall. Adjustable yung current. So, kahit any basic outlet you can charge. So, worst case scenario, mas stranded ka nga, you can easily charge it. Plus, we also have power stations that can charge the EV cars. So in case of emergency, if you have a friend who has that power station, tawagan mo lang, ma-charge nila yung car mo. So yun, sobrang perfect kasi I could travel all the way to Bataan and back, Pampanga, back, even south. Pinakamalayong napuntahan ko na, Los Baños, already traveled to Batangas and back with one full charge. So, and how much did it cost me? 0 pesos pretty much, yun. But if you are not solar powered, tapos gusto mo siyang i-charge using your standard outlet utility, how much would it cost? It would cost around 700 to 900 pesos. Still, compared to a full tank, yung full tank ng Toyota Hilux ko ngayon, mga nasa magkano? It would cost me around 9,000 pesos to fill up the tank. So as compared to 9,000, 1,000 pesos na lang for this Radar, I'd go for an electric car anytime. I cannot be convinced otherwise to get any other car than a purely electric vehicle. So kahit nga yung mga hybrids ngayon parang maggagasolina ka pa rin. One of the major benefits of having a fully electric car is number one, you don't have to maintain an engine. Wala ka ng change oil, wala ka ng any other mechanical component dun sa car mo. You have the motor and then you have the battery. That's it. Yon. Tapos almost virtually no maintenance. In fact, alam mo ba, naiinip na ako. Gusto ko na siyang dalhin sa casa kasi I want to consider like what other upgrades I can do with this car. Pero 20,000 kilometers pa before I have to go back to the casa. So, perfect car. I don't know if there's any available pa sa market right now. I know that EV cars are fresh out, but definitely you can consider the Radar pickup truck as one option that you can use. I've been driving it. Yung suspension niya is so good. I don't know how other words to put in that. Sobrang suabe. Ayun. Para ka naka Mercedes Benz. Ayun. So, yeah. You guys want to see what's under the hood? Yan, for sure, mga tao nanonood, curious sila kung ano yung what's under the hood. Whoa. Take a look at that, bro. What's under the hood? There's nothing under the hood. Basically, it's yung compressor na lang ng aircon. Yan. Compressor ng aircon. Everything runs on DC na dito eh. You just have your small low voltage battery, 12 volts. Yung 12 volt battery niya, nakaseparate siya from the battery for the engine, the motor, because this powers yung mga locks, it powers yung mga auxiliary, yung mga ilaw, yung mga switches. Concern ng mga tao dyan, pag nawala ng battery yung sasakyan mo, hindi ka na makakalabas. No, because you have your low voltage battery. That's what's responsible for the locks. So yun, I think the only thing that I need to fill up in this car really is the windshield wiper. But other than that, look, it's completely empty. There's no engine here. Yeah. So nice. Radar is a brand of EV cars. It's new here in the Philippines, but it's under the Geely Group. So if you're familiar with the Geely Chinese automaker, they're the ones who make this as well. So they have a variety of EV cars. So variety of brands. Lynk & Co is one of them. You know, Polestar, Lotus. Volvo is actually also under Geely. So Volvo, di ba, is a really good car brand. So that's why Radar is a pretty reliable brand as well. Why buy an EV pickup truck? That's a really great question. Actually, the reason why I bought an EV pickup truck is what kind of car ba ang everyday use mo, everyday ginagamit mo? Tinatawag na service or workhorse mo. Of course, it's a pickup truck, di ba? Pero ngayon, sa situation na nangyayari ngayon sa price ng gasoline, di ba, ang mahal. So if you had errands to buy construction materials, paint, pintura, windows, tables, chairs, saan mo ilalagay? Hindi mo naman may ilalagay yan sa SUV or sa mga compact cars, di ba? So of course, that's where the pickup truck comes in. Because then it has a bed. It has a huge bed in the back. That's one thing that I love so much about this. It has all these different types of hooks all around. When you're trying to strap on a refrigerator or plywood or bakal na mahahaba, 14 feet, mga ganyang kahahabang bakal, then you can just strap it down. So it gives you the utility part, flexibility of bringing these huge items out. That's what really happens on a daily basis, di ba? Okay lang naman kung meron kang sasakyan na maganda na SUV, di ba? Tapos ilalabas mo. Pero hindi ka naman lumalabas everyday to go to the mall or to do this and that. This is a perfect workhorse. That's why EV pickup is perfect because then you don't have to spend that much money, di ba? Yun. So that's the major reason.
Next question, yung power ng EV compared sa diesel na pickup truck.
This is a really, really good question. So, at first, when I was driving this pickup truck, I thought na mahina siya. I thought na mahina siya kasi, number one, ang tahimik eh. Usually, pag diesel, in-start mo, biglang parang feel mo, parang ang lakas-lakas. Ito, pagka-start mo, tatanungin mo, nakabukas na ba to? Hindi pa. So, ngayon parang inisip ko, mahina itong sasakyan na to. Up until kinargahan ko siya ng 700 kilos payload. Alam mo, kayang-kaya. It's as if wala kang bit-bit. Parang wala kang payload. Doon ko na-realize na malakas siya. hindi mo lang ramdam dahil ang tahimik. As compared to yung Ford, as compared to the Hilux, na parang pag in-start mo, rinig mo rin kagad yung makina. But definitely, it has a 1-ton payload capacity. Tapos it has a 2,000 kilo pulling capacity as well. So, kayang-kaya ng sasakyan. So, cute little pickup truck with a lot of power. Definitely. Ngayon.
Okay, last question. Tungkol sa BYD, why not get the BYD Shark? Like, why don't you get other
Okay.
EV na pickup truck compared
Okay.
to this one? We're talking about price or something
Sige.
like that.
So, this one naman, why not get a BYD? Why did I get the Radar EV and not get the BYD Shark, diba? I'm a huge fan of the BYD as well. As you can see, I already have a BYD Atto.
Okay, makikita yung license plate mo.
Ayong ano?
License plate.
Hindi, okay lang yan, dude. So, as you can see, I also have a BYD Atto, and it's my favorite car. I love it. It has its own different purpose. It's a full EV. Why did I choose to go for another brand, yung Radar? Well, the number one reason is because yung BYD Shark is a hybrid. It's not a full electric. The Radar is a full electric. Itong BYD Atto ko is a full electric din. So, as yun na nga di ba? You got take a look at this. This is one of the most important thing when buying an EV. No other person in the whole Philippines will ever talk to you about this information. Pero you need to start doing your math. Because we're in the solar industry, we know how much batteries per cell cost, di ba? So if you're looking at this car has a 70 kilowatt hour, 60, 70 kilowatt hour battery pack. Yung battery pack na yan, yung 70 kilowatt hour na yan, in comparison to a solar battery na battery lang siya. For instance, these batteries right here. This is a 100 amp hour battery, 5 kilowatt hour. So there's pretty much 60 divided by 5, that's 12. There's 12 of these inside this car. Okay? So, yun yung majority ng value ng sasakyan. Me having solar, the electricity comes from the sun for free. Charge ko na lang to rather than me buying 12 of these, di ba? So you have to start understanding what it is really yung tinatawag natin energy storage. Kasi kailangan mong i-store yung electricity mo for some. That is the reason why people are asking me, plus people ask me, bakit puro full EV ang binibili mo? Full EV, bakit di ko binili yung BYD Shark kasi hindi yun full EV? Bakit I have a grudge and I hate hybrids? I freaking hate hybrids. It's because of that reason. Number one, you have to start thinking about yung energy density and energy storage capability ng mga sasakyan because it's going to be a major thing in the future. Number two, I hate yung mga hybrids na nagcha-charge. I hate them. They don't deserve to live. Kasi imagine nyo, yung mga full EV people, pag wala kaming charging slot dahil naka-charge yung mga hybrids doon, wala kaming way makauwi. Gets nyo? I mean like, kayo, you're hogging up the charging slot, may option ka naman mag-gas, di ba? Parang you have to go one or the other, dude. It's either go gas or go fully electric. Wala nang hybrid sa cars. Doesn't make sense. You gotta go all in, all the way. So yon. That's why I didn't get the BYD Shark because it's not a full electric. Pero yun, exactly. Look at this car, man. Looks good. Okay, so this brings us to the end of the video. Ito lang masasabi ko sa mga nanonood dyan. Regarding the Radar RD6, fully electric, it is the best car you could possibly buy. It's completely worth it. Kung nagsa-second thoughts ka, 1.4 million pesos, is it gonna be worth it? Warranty-wise, technical support, performance, go for it. Buy the car, it's fun to drive, it's very comfortable, it's highly utilizable. It is one of my best decisions that I've made. So, I'll leave you with that. Of course, may mga comments kayo. You guys have your rebuttals or mga other ways of perspectives. Comment it down below and let me know. And I'll see you in another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, guys.